Hey guys, Shadowz here, welcome back to another Gears of War E-Day video. Today we're going to be discussing a game development update and voice actor teasers. Gears of War E-Day was officially announced over 9 months ago at the Xbox Game Showcase last year, revealing that the 6th main installment in the Gears franchise is to not be Gears 6, but instead Gears of War E-Day in an all-new origin story, focusing on the return of main protagonist characters Marcus Phoenix and Dom Santiago, as they fight for survival against the surprise Locust Horde ambush in the Cog City of Kelowna on Emergence Day. As we covered recently, head of Xbox Phil Spencer publicly stated that the Xbox leadership was over in Vancouver, Canada to visit the Coalition studio in person to check in on the team's progress and review Gears of War E-Day, while also potentially checking out the forever rumored Gears of War collection. Now, if you do want to go check out the full video and the discoveries that we made to further support the head of Xbox teasing a brand new Gears of War game for a 2025 release date later this year, it seems like Phil isn't the only one teasing Gears of War E-Day, as it looks like something is emerging. Firstly, to begin with, I wanted to focus on a game development update for Gears of War E-Day, as a lot of people are under the impression that E-Day itself is still early days and isn't releasing anytime soon, seeing as how it was only announced last year. However, if you've been paying close attention since the initial announcement and the Xbox Wire post that the Coalition shared, then you know this isn't true, based on the fact that Gears of War E-Day has actually been in active game development for a very long time, almost double that of every Gears game ever, and it looks like even more evidence has appeared supporting Gears of War E-Day, starting its game development as early as the start of this decade. I do want to give a special shout out and credit to Deckard, a dedicated Gears of War fan and viewer of mine, for pointing this out and bringing it to my attention, which then I did look into it a bit further, discovering several Coalition Studio developers, including that Gears of War E-Day has been in active game development for over 5 years since early 2020, which lines up with the timeline of events that have led to this very moment. As you can see on screen, according to a senior level designer who's currently working at the Coalition on E-Day, being a part of the studio for over 13 years, working on every Gears of War title so far, with most importantly the latest being a senior level designer on Gears of War E-Day, in a permanent full-time role for the last 5 years and 3 months since the beginning of 2020. Next up, we then have a lead sound designer who's been at the Coalition studio for over 10 years now and has been working on Gears of War E-Day since October 2020 for 4.5 years, since their work on the Gears 5 High-Busted DLC come to an end. Now, it doesn't stop there, as another Coalition Studio developer LinkedIn reveals that a character designer worked and completed 4 years of active game development on Gears of War E-Day from August 2020 to August 2024, in which the developer posted to their very own Instagram more evidence to support this, as seen in the following. Yesterday has been my last day at the Coalition. It all started as a 6-month gig to kickstart a new game. It turned into 4 years working on the biggest project I've ever been involved with. Seeing as how it looks like Gears of War E-Day game development began at the start of 2020, this fits in perfectly with what they've been up to and everything that has happened so far since the end of Gears 5 content support with the final Operation 8 season. In February 2020, the Coalition held a dedicated Gears of War summit after the lackluster Gears 5 launch, where it was revealed that Rod Ferguson was departing from the Coalition in Gears of War, with Mike Crump returning as the head of the studio, joined by a veteran team alongside him with Matt Searcy as creative director, Nicole Fawcett as brand director, Ariane Hambeck as art director, Colin Penty as technical art director, to Kate Rayner as technical director, just to name a few. During this summit, the Coalition decided on Gears 5 having a total of 8 operations of content support only, because they had learned that they were going to be one of the first studios in the world outside of Epic Games to get an early unreleased access to Unreal Engine 5, and with Rod departing as head of studio and the world entering a pandemic lockdown, the new Coalition team started to get ready for what comes next, and saw the opportunity to put a hold on Gears 5 and start a whole new direction for the Gears of War franchise. From working on multiple Unreal Engine 5 demos, such as the Alpha Point tech demo based on next-gen features like Nanite and Lumen, the Cavern cinematic test demo based on metahumans, and the technology that will be powering the cinematic cutscenes in Gears of War E-Day, to even being reached out by Epic Games for their UE5 expertise to collaborate and develop together the limited playable Matrix Awakens and Unreal Engine 5 experience. The Coalition Studios spent all throughout 2020 to 2021 with a huge focus on practicing and learning all of the new tools, feature sets, and technology the studio will be using to power the future of the Gears of War franchise moving forward, as more developers and teams moved on from working on Gears 5 content support and the High-Buster campaign DLC, slowly transitioning into full Coltrane hyperhead on Gears of War E-Day for the last 5 years. Next up, out of nowhere, just like the Locust Horde emerging on E-Day through those damn E-holes, some of the biggest voice actors in the Gears of War franchise who are very active on social media posted these exact same cryptic teasers for Gears of War E-Day across both Twitter and Instagram at the same time, which can't just be a weird coincidence and is definitely a teaser for what looks to be the possible beginning of Gears of War E-Day marketing. As you can see on screen recently, both Carlos Ferro, the voice actor for Dom Santiago, who had already been confirmed to be reprising his role on E-Day, but also a very huge unexpected surprise with Lester Speight, the voice actor for Augustus Cole, both sharing a Gears of War E-Day image from a screenshot from the announcement trailer of Marcus and Dom staring out into the cog city of Kelowna as the full Locust Horde invasion begins on Emergence Day. If you know the Gears of War lore, then of course Cole can't be heavily involved in the main E-Day story because of the Gears of War universe timeline lore, with Marcus and Dom meeting Coltrane in Ephyra for the first time 14 years after E-Day in Gears of War 1. Of course, that doesn't stop the Hanover Cougars Thrashball star number 83, the Coltrane, from having a cameo of some kind. If you do remember, I discussed this previously in both my official trailer breakdown and the E-Day story characters theory videos due to the Thrashball Cole statue on the table next to the TV that Marcus uses to bust up some Locust drone face, that it likely indicates a Coltrane cameo of some kind, and that tweet just supports it even further. With both Carlos Ferro especially and Lester Speight unexpectedly teasing Gears of War E-Day with a direct picture from the official announcement trailer, while also tagging the official Gears of War account, it is definitely a social media marketing move to get Gears of War fans like me and you right now talking about it as we get ever closer to the upcoming Xbox Game Summer Showcase in June 2025. For me personally, being a Coalition partner who has worked with the Coalition studio on exclusive early content creation marketing plans for every game title so far, ranging from Gears of War Ultimate Edition 4 to 5, I know what it's like to be under a heavy NDA, a non-disclosure agreement contract, where everything has to be kept super secret in agreement to set guidelines, so both Carlos and Lester wouldn't have just randomly posted about Gears of War E-Day unless they were told to do so. Overall, Gears of War E-Day has been in active game development now for over 5 years as the Coalition studio have been working secretly cooking the re-emergence and biggest comeback the Gears of War franchise desperately needs, as we look forward to a whole new generation to be revealed at the Xbox Game Showcase in June, as the Gears rumors are flying around like absolute crazy. Head of Xbox Phil Spencer publicly visiting the Coalition, to now even Delta Squad voice actors Carlos Ferro and Lester Speight all teasing Gears of War E-Day. Please make sure to leave me a comment down below telling me what you think. What is your guys' opinion on Gears of War E-Day game development update and the voice actor teasers? Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're already. If you do enjoy my Gears of War content and want to see even more videos, there is a playlist on my YouTube channel containing all of my other Gears of War E-Day videos so far. If you do want to check out more like this one, click the join button to become a YouTube channel member to gain access to emotes, channel badges, and most importantly, early access to all new videos before anyone else. I want to give a big shout out to all of the members on screen for becoming a Shadow Knight YouTube channel member. I truly appreciate your support. So there you have it guys, full details on Gears of War E-Day, game development update, and voice actor teasers. Leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel if you already. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I shall see you in the next one.